What if BMW took the soul of its legendary GS line and packed it into something lighter, more accessible, and built for the real-world rider? Something you could throw around a forest trail in the morning and still comfortably ride to work by noon. Sounds too good to be true. Well, the 2026 BMW F 450 GS just might be that bike. Or at least, that's what it wants you to believe. But here's the real question. Is this the bike that finally cracks the code of the American middleweight adventure market? Or is it just another premium badge slapped on a decent machine that costs a little too much and delivers a little too late? That question matters. Because right now, the mid-ADV category in the US is one of the fastest growing scenes in the motorcycle world. Riders from Arizona to Oregon are ditching bulky tours and overpriced dirt bikes in favor of something in between. Something nimble, capable, and versatile. A bike that doesn't just look the part, but actually lives it. And BMW. Until now, they haven't had a true contender in that space. Yes, they gave us the G310GS, a great little starter. And of course, the F800 and F900 GS solid bikes, but heavier and more expensive. But there was always a gap. A sweet spot BMW just didn't touch. Meanwhile, KTM and Royal Enfield have been busy feasting on that space with the 390 Adventure and Himalayan 450. So when BMW unveiled the concept F450 GS last year at EICMA, the motorcycle world paid attention. A twin-cylinder engine, a rugged trellis frame, GS styling in a tighter, leaner package. It wasn't just a teaser, it was a message. And now, with official design filings finally made public, we're not just talking theory anymore. The production version is real, and it's coming. But does it live up to the hype? Let's break it down. From the moment the design filings dropped, one thing was clear. This isn't just a concept anymore. This is the real deal. And it looks like BMW has been busy turning that sleek EICM a prototype into a full-fledged street-legal production. Machined first, let's talk visuals. Gone are the off-road wire-spoked wheels from the concept. In their place, we've got bold 5-spoke cast wheels that look more like they belong on the F900R. That alone tells us something. BMW is aiming for a blend of on-road confidence and off-road readiness. It's not just a dirt bike with a windshield. It's a true dual-purpose machine. Speaking of windshields, that too has changed. The original sharp-angled screen from the concept has been reshaped into something more practical, likely designed to reduce buffeting on the highway and meet real-world rider needs. You'll also notice full street-legal features added: mirrors, turn indicators, reflectors, passenger foot pegs. All the elements you'd expect on a showroom-ready motorcycle. But there's more hiding beneath the surface. The subframe design has evolved. BMW removed the exposed luggage bars from the concept and instead integrated a more refined pannier system into the bodywork. That's a smart move. American riders love to load up for weekend adventures, and mounting soft bags or aluminum cases should be much easier now. Now let's talk engine. The heart of this beast. It's a parallel twin cylinder, tuned to produce 47 horsepower, the exact maximum allowed for the European A2 license class. But here in the US, that output puts it right in the sweet spot. It beats the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450's estimated 39 horsepower and goes head-to-head with the KTM 39, Adventure's 44 horsepower. And while horsepower isn't everything, that balance of power and weight could be a game changer. And speaking of weight, BMW says the concept hit the scales at 175 kilograms, or around 385 pounds. That's light enough to stay agile in the dirt, but planted enough for highway touring. If they manage to keep that weight for production, that's a serious win. The inverted front fork is also expected to be fully adjustable, though that hasn't been confirmed from the filings alone. Still, if BMW includes adjustable suspension at this price range, it'll set a new benchmark in this category. What makes this even more interesting is BMW's clear intent to build a GS experience into a package that's more affordable, more approachable, and more versatile. For years, the GS badge has been associated with high-end touring machines, the kind of bikes you see conquering deserts, mountains, and entire continents. With the F450 GS, they're shrinking that experience down to a form that more riders can access, both financially and physically. And if you're thinking this sounds like the perfect balance, a premium badge, mid-range power, and real-world utility, you're not alone. But the American market doesn't just care about specs. It cares about how it stacks up against the competition. So let's line them up and see where this new GS really lands. In the US, the middleweight adventure segment isn't just growing. It's evolving. Riders today want more than just a spec sheet. They want a bike that can handle Colorado's mountain passes, cut through LA traffic on a weekday, and hit the San and Baja on the weekend, all without costing more than their SUV. That's the level of expectation BMW is walking into with the F450 GS. So how does it hold up? Let's start with its biggest competitors. First, the KTM 390 Adventure R, lightweight, agile, packed with electronics like quartering ABS, traction control, and even a quick shifter. And it's battle-tested off-road. It retails for around $7,400 in the US and has a loyal following for a reason. It's fun, aggressive, and ready for punishment. Then there's the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. Not as fast or tetchy, but it punches hard in value. With a price around $5,900, it's affordable, dependable, and designed to take a beating. Riders love its simplicity and rugged vibe. You don't buy the Himalayan for speed, you buy it for soul. Finally, you've got options like the CFMOTO Ibex 450, which offers impressive equipment for the price, but without the brand recognition or dealer network in the US. It's still trying to find its place. So here comes BMW, a premium brand, stepping into a price-sensitive category with a bike that promises performance, style, and the legendary GS name. The big question is, will American riders buy into it? Let's be real. Brand matters. BMW's GS line is iconic. It's the symbol of global adventure. But in this segment, riders want more than heritage. They want value. They want versatility. They want something that feels just as good on fire roads as it does on the freeway. And most importantly, they want a reason to choose this bike over the others. And the F450 GS might just deliver that reason. Here's why. It's got enough power to be fun without overwhelming new riders. It's light enough to take off-road, but stable enough for longer trips. It looks premium because it is, and if BMW keeps the price between $6,999 and $7,999, it lands right in the strike zone. That will put it within reach of KTM buyers, while still offering a clear upgrade path from the 310 GS. But if BMW gets the pricing wrong or strips away too many features to hit that number, the competition will eat it alive. And then there's the real-world tests. How it rides, specs and design filings can only tell us so much. What really matters is how this thing feels on a trail, on a highway, in traffic, and loaded with gear. Does the suspension hold up under weight? Does the seat stay comfortable after 200 miles? Is the heat management good for summer rides through Nevada? These are the questions we can't answer yet. But one thing's certain, BMW has never been closer to building the perfect American-sized GS. A bike that takes the soul of adventure touring and shrinks it into something lighter, smarter, and more approachable. Not just for veteran riders, but for the next generation. So, let's circle back to the question we opened with. Is the 2026 BMW F 450 GS the middleweight ADV bike we've all been waiting for, or just another clever marketing move in GS clothing? Right now, it looks promising. Very promising. If the final version delivers what these filings suggest, And if BMW plays their cards right on pricing and availability, this could be the bike that redefines the American adventure category. But until we see it on the trails, covered in mud, gas tank near empty, bags full of camping gear, and still pushing forward, we won't know for sure. And maybe that's the beauty of it. Because adventure isn't just about specs. It's about the unknown. The what if. The feeling of heading into the mountains with a full tank and no planned dot, and if the F450 GS can give us that feeling, then BMW didn't just build a new bike. They built a new chapter in the GS story.